Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. 25 January, Wednesday. Welcome to BBC News. BBC document, police alert after Intel warns of violent protest. BBC document. PFA Hartal, High Court seeks detail of revenue recovery. 16 years old girl has cheered to death. Finland may join NATO despite block on Sweden. Rohit and Gil Tans help India seal 3-0 of victory. Esperanza 23 Sa-adiya Da-awa Students Fest. Let's go to detail. BBC document, police alert after Intel warns of violent protests. The state intelligence wings has forwarded serious law and other issues in the connection with the screening of BBC document. The India question prompting the state police to ramp up security arrangements. District strongly suggested that violent protests could erupt during or after the screening of the documentary. The reports, the source said, mentioned several districts where it could turn more violent and can result in a law and order complication. The Congress and the left outfits had announced that they will hold screenings of the controversial documentary, whose links were reportedly removed by YouTube and Twitter on the directive issued by the central government under the IT Rules 2021. The BJP has expressed its opposition to the screening documentary and dubbed as anti-national act. Police source and the headquarters issued a clear message to the personnel to take all the precautionary messages to preempt flare-up of a violence of any sort. The personnel of the armed battalions have also been mobilized, while the intelligence has also opened channels to keep a tab on the developments. The source added that the station's house officers have been asked to ensure that there is no direct physical confrontation between the organization and the protesters. PFI Hartal, High Court seeks details of revenue recovery. Our reporter Niaz is online here. Let's call Mr. Niaz. Mr. Niaz, can you hear me?
Yeah, Zuhaib, I can hear.
Yeah, what's the situation in Kochi now currently?
PFI Hartal High Court seeks details of revenue recovery. Kerala High Court on Tuesday directed the Additional Secretary Home Department to furnish details showing the link of the person whose properties were attached as part of the recovery producing in connection with the damage caused during the flash hartal called by the banned Popular Front of India in the state last year. With the organization, the court also directed the government to show the valuation of the properties attached. A division bench comparing Justice A.K. Jayasangaran Nambiar and Justice Muhammad Nayaz CP issued the order in the Suamodo contempt petition against the banned organization and its office bearers for holding flash hartal come up for during. The court had specifically directed to attach only the properties of the PFI and its office bearers since they failed to deposit rupees 5.2 crore as damage. The court also directed the claim commissioner to commence producing for the quantification of the loss caused on account of the vertex during the flash hartal from next week and file on affidavit in this regard before February 2. NDTV News Kochi.
16 years old girl charred to death. A 16-year-old girl was charred to death after the makeshift shed in which she lives caught fire at Ikarol in Kozhikode on Tuesday. The deceased is Archana, daughter of Suchitra and Prasad Nellikot. Manjeria workers who reached the area saw the shed on fire at around 9 a.m. and doused the fire. They found Archana's charred body inside the shed. Her mother Suchitra, who works as an attendant at a private hospital in Kozhikode, had gone to work at the time. Meanwhile, the police suspect that the girl submitted suicide due to the family issues. Archana's parents are separated. The girl and her 3 younger brothers live with their mother in the temporary shed. A new house was being constructed for them under the Life Mission project. Archana's father lives just a kilometer away and the children goes to school after having breakfast 3 days. As usual, Archana left her father's house for school, but went back to the shed. She forgot to take a book. Later, shed was seen on fire, said Nigilraj M.K. Unnikulam Grama Panchayat Vice President and Archana's neighbor. Meanwhile, the Balushiri police said the cause of death will be known only after receiving the postmortem result. Finland may join NATO despite block on Sweden. Finland's foreign minister suggested on the Tuesday that the country may consider joining NATO without neighboring Sweden If Turkey continues to block, they join bid to enter the military alliance. Pekka Haavisto later backpeeled, but his comments were the first time a leading government official in the either Nordic country appeared to raise doubts about becoming NATO member, together at a time when the alliance is seeking to present a united front in the face of Russia's war in Ukraine. Sweden and Finland rushed to apply for NATO membership following Moscow's invasion, abandoning their long-standing non-alignment policy. The accession needs the approval of all exciting NATO members, including Turkey, which has swaying Sweden in the particular needs to crack down on the exiled Kurdish militants and their sympathies. As a day later, whether it still makes for Finland to proceed there with the Swedes. Haavisto told broadcaster Viali that his country would have to evaluate situation if it turns on the Sweden's application is stalling for a long time to come. Rohit and Gill turns help India seal 3-0 victory. Rohit and Gill turns help India having been up and down the batting order. It was only on January 23, 2013, he was made to open the batting, and since that he hasn't looked back. In the decade since, he has amassed 2800 runs, all while averaging 57.8. Safe to say, he is one of the greatest ODI opener in his generation, and in the last 3 years, he has transformed as a success into the longest format as well. Yet he had his share of struggles. Up until Tuesday, he had no scored 100 in over 3 years, and he was aware of it. Rohit then said that he was not worried too much, and why would he be when he was coming to a batting paradise to finish off the series. Tuesday's ODI against New Zealand is indoor, had all the makings for a Rohit special, and that was unexpected of him and with his partner Shubman Gill. He took charge from ball 1. The India skipper a nonchalant strike of a ball deliveries, such was as his intent that he was dancing down the pitch to smash per Jacob Duffy into the stands. Esperanza 2023. Sa-adiya Da-awa College Students Unions Fest. So let's know more about the Esperanza Fest held in Kasaragod. Our reporter Umair is online here. Can you hear me, Umair?
Yes, I am hearing you.
So what's the current situation in the Sa-adiya Da-awa College now?
The Esperanza 2023 Sa-adiya Da-awa College Students Fest is going on very heavenly here. Especially as the multi-talented three groups called Wadi Huda, Wadi Toiba and Wadi Salama, which are leading by extremely talented leaders, and groups are moving very competitively. Currently, Wadi Huda and Wadi Salama are equally at the point table. And they before yesterday, Muhammad Ali Sakafi Sir was inaugurated the program. And today is the final day of the Esperanza. So let's see who will be the winner. NDTV News, the media person, Muhammad Umair.
So these are the today's news. Let's see after a small break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
ഇതോടുകൂടി